Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a great and wonderful day. Now, see, it seems that the writer's strike is ongoing. Yes, I know. I didn't talk about it, and honestly, I thought it was over. I didn't even know it existed. Well, kept on going. Well, unfortunately, apparently, it is still ongoing. It is a kind of a pain in the backside. However, it seems that people are finally seeing the error of their ways and they're backing foot. They're leaving the so-called area and they're going into this. We have from Bill Maher here saying real time is coming back. Unfortunately, sans writers or writing, it has been 5 months and it's time to bring people back to work. The writers have important issues that sympathize with and hope they are addressed to their satisfaction. But they are not the only people with issues, problems, and concerns. Despite some assistance from me, much of the staff is struggling mightily. We all were hopeful this would come to an end after Labor Day, but that day has come and gone, and that there still seems to be nothing happening. I love my writers, I am one of them, but I'm not prepared to lose an entire year and so many below-the-line people suffer so much. I will honor the spirit of the strike by not doing a monologue, desk piece, new rules, or editorial, the written pieces that I am so proud of on real time. And I'll say up front to the audience, the show I will be doing without my writers will not be as good as our normal show. Full stop. But the heart of the show is an off-the-cuff panel discussion that aims to cut through the bullshit and predictable partnership. And that will continue. The show will not disappoint. Yep, it seems like Bill Maher is seeing the writing on the wall and seeing how many people are actually going to suffer through this. And here's the thing, is that a lot of these leftists, a lot of these insane idiots don't seem to realize when you do a strike or what have you, you have to understand the detriment to the people that suffer through this, right? The people that lose their jobs, etc., and whatnot. And I understand that the boycott has similar attributes to this, right? Where people, where we boycott the company, there are people on the other side that do end up losing their jobs. They don't end up, working or doing so well or what have you. But at the end of the line, this is what is coming forth. And the far left are losing their way. They are not actively doing super well. I have a lot more stuff that I wanted to talk through today, but I cannot get through it all. It's so annoying. But the fact of the matter is that the left are having some real-time issues. They're not seem to keep on the push as far as the rest of us are. And we have this. Backlash over Drew Barrymore resuming her talk show explained. Drew Barrymore is facing backlash for returning to work on the Drew Barrymore Show, her daytime talk show, during the ongoing writers and actor strikes. The show wrapped production on its third season in April 2023, just weeks before the Writers Guild of America strike began in early May. The coincidental timing may have led to some to believe the show was shut down, and definitely out of solidarity with the strike instead of just regularly scheduled summer hiatus. So when the actress announced that the Drew Barrymore Show would be returning to air on Monday, September 18th, it was met with some criticism. As the Drew Barrymore Show in the violation of strike rules. Barrymore, who has been acting since age 5, is a member of SAG-AFTRA, but talk shows fall under the Network Television Code contract, which is not the same as the television theatrical streaming contracts that expired after the Guild and the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers failed to reach a deal, writing an actors' strike. So, yeah. So what we have here is that the Drew Barrymore is now a WJ-covered struck show that is planning to return without its writers. The Guild has and will continue to pick struck shows that are to production during the strike, and any writing on the Drew Barrymore Show is in violation of the WJ strike rules. Why are people picketing the show now? Although it won't be back on air until next week, the Drew Barrymore Show been taping new episodes on Monday, which prompted picketers to assemble outside of CBS broadcast in New York. Barrymore and representatives from CBS insist that the show is in compliance with the strikes by refusing to promote work from the struck studios and streamers, but as WJ stated, the show is a struck production. Is Drew Barrymore getting more backlash than other talk shows? The Drew Barrymore Show seems to have received more, at least louder, criticism online than any other daytime talk shows to have for continuing work throughout the strikes. So, obviously, it doesn't seem that it's just her show or Bill Maher. It seems to be it's multiple other shows that are obviously coming back after the strikes because they either can't afford the strike length, or they can't, or the people of their own company that are working with them can't seem to just, afford to not be working. They need to be working, they need to put food on the table. Or this just would have to, be paying these people money and stuff to make sure they don't, they don't leave the work or what have you. Because, people, if they're not being paid for X amount of months, you can't be working for X amount of months without some type of income or whatever to feed your family and put food on the table. You just can't fucking do that. So, in order to do this, they probably are paying their people whatever X amount of money with no actual revenue or extra revenue coming in to subsidize that actual income. Which, again, the far left just don't seem to care. Part of the outcry over Barrymore may be due to the post's previous sense of solidarity with strikers. Her decision to return to work Sans WJ writers rubbed some of the wrong way, as she initially seemed more sympathetic to the cause when she stepped down from hosting the MTV Movie Awards in solidarity with the WGA back in May. I listened to the writers in order to truly respect them. I will pivot from hosting the MTV Movie and TV Awards, led in solidarity with the strike, she said in a statement just days after the strike began. And here's the way we go it here, right? With all Bill Maher, it says, I've been watching you stand up for the 90s, love writing, scab, they're going more people with scab, people are going scab, then more people doing this, the show might not disappoint Bill, but you just did, bye. Of course, these people are getting he's getting backlash for it. So, that being said, is that they're getting backlash. And what these far leftist people don't care about others or what have you is that they don't care about other people's lives being at stake, because obviously these people have to feed and put food on the table. They're not the only ones at fault here. Another thing here as well that the leftists don't seem to realize is that, again, when we go and do this type of stuff, we have to think of repercussions and all that other things as well. When people that these businesses, they need to make some kind of money, and they're not going to be making the money if if they're not getting any type of stuff or extra money on the table, right? So you have to understand, people have to make money to live. And if they're not making money, they can't put food on the table, they can't survive, etc., etc. And leftists don't care. They'd rather see you burn, die, not feed your family, and have everybody cater to them rather than anybody else. These people are the most selfish, garbage human beings on the planet, and they need to recognize and see that. And that's where we have to draw the decision from, right? They don't care about us, they don't care about you. And they certainly only care about their own personal needs. So, that being said, that's what's happening. And unfortunately for us, fortunately for them, the people are realizing the damage that's being caused. They are seeing what's the best course of action for themselves and other people around them. And it seems like even with Bill Maher, it seems like he hasn't been paying these people money to through this whole 5 or so months. So those people have been out of the job for X amount of months, right? This is straight up. So he seems he's caring about the other people around him. Well, guys, we're winning this. The culture war is shifting. These people are not getting the way that they want, and it seems hilarious to see them fumble and cry. Alright guys, that's the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care. I will see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully I can get more videos out tomorrow for all this stuff. It's been crazy, and it's been a wild ride. Alright guys, like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.